Hello and welcome in, you beautiful souls. This is a timeless reading for the collective. And whenever this message finds you, it's exactly when it is meant to. Take what resonates and simply leave the rest behind for whoever it is meant for. The energy of this reading feels incredibly significant. There is a sense that many of you are standing at the edge of a major turning point, even if you can't fully see it yet. Now, the first card that I pulled out was manifestation. And honestly, Spirit is showing me that something you've been hoping for or praying for, visualizing or quietly working toward is beginning to take shape behind the scenes. For some of you, this may be a relationship or a career opportunity, perhaps a move or financial improvement, healing, or just a personal transformation. But the important message here is that your energy has not been wasted. The seeds you planted are still growing, even if you haven't seen immediate evidence of it. So, next we have destiny. And this card, it feels deeply connected to divine timing. And if you know, you know, I preach divine timing. Um, the image that's on this card of this ball of thread or yarn, it really reminds us that our lives are woven together through experiences and lessons, opportunities, and even encounters that often makes sense only when we look back. Um, and Spirit is saying that what is happening now is not random at all. There's threads that are connecting past decisions and your current circumstances and even your future opportunities. You may soon recognize why certain delays occurred or why certain doors closed. Some of you, you're being redirected towards something that is actually better aligned with your soul's path. And next, we have insight. And this card right here is confirmation that your intuition is becoming stronger. Many of you may have been receiving nudges, signs, dreams, synchronicities, repeated thoughts, or even feelings that seem impossible to ignore. And the owl on this card, it's just a reminder that wisdom often arrives very quietly. And the answers you've been seeking may not come through force or even overthinking, right? They may arrive just through observation and your patience and your moments of stillness, um, which really leads perfectly into the Lion's Deck message. What we got here is the Keeper of Secrets. Sacred truths unfold only in stillness. Spirit keeps emphasizing that not everything needs to be figured out immediately, and you know what? Some answers they're meant to reveal themselves naturally when the timing is right. The more you create space for stillness and for silence and reflection and trust, the more clearly you'll hear the guidance available to you. Now, to go back to the other cards, I got family. Now, for some, this speaks literally about family matters improving or healing or growing or even becoming an area of some sort of focus. But for others, family represents roots and ancestry, community, and the people who truly support you. Now, this card also reminds us that our journey is never entirely solitary. Whether through family, chosen family, ancestors, guides, or supportive friends, you're not walking this path alone at all. Okay, so next card is Awakening, and this feels like a spiritual expansion. And some of you may be experiencing shifts in perspective or situations that once felt confusing to you are beginning to like make sense. You may be noticing old patterns that are falling away suddenly, or you may be questioning beliefs that no longer resonate with you, or even you might feel yourself becoming more aligned with who you truly are. So, anyways, next card, Portal. And this is the card that really amplifies the energy of the entire spread. Um, a portal actually represents transition. It represents moving from one chapter into another. Um, it also represents stepping into a version of yourself that cannot return to who you once were. Um, you know what, you guys, this doesn't necessarily mean a dramatic overnight change. And sometimes portals open quietly. Um, it's with like as simple as one decision that you took. So you took a different path, right? It might be one conversation that you might have, or one opportunity that pops up, one moment of courage, or and you know what? You suddenly your entire path begins moving in a new direction. It's a whole new trajectory, right? So, and it's actually, you got to put that into perspective. And you know what? Sometimes it's fun to look back and see if you can recognize a portal that you've been through already. Um, but anyways, I pulled some clarifying cards that are incredibly important to the spread. And what I got was change, reconsider, and unexpected. Now, with these cards, Spirit is saying that what arrives may not look exactly how you imagined that it would. And you may need to reconsider an old assumption or a previous plan or a belief about how your manifestation should arrive. The unexpected is not appearing as a warning. It feels more like a gift, you guys, like a surprise route, a detour that ultimately leads somewhere better, right? So be surprised. Let your expectations and your guards down. Just the universe wants to surprise you. Spirit wants to surprise you. And you know what? You deserve it. You deserve a freaking surprise already. So, anyways, we're going to go back to the Lions deck. Um, and it gives additional reassurance, really. The second card, technically, out of the Lions deck, I got the Night Guardian. And it says that you are protected in the hush between breaths. And you know what? Even if things feel uncertain right now, you're being guided and protected. Um, Not every step needs to be visible for the journey to be safe. So keep that in mind. And finally, the last one out of the Lions deck, I got Divine, Divine Witness. Sorry, I have a hard time with V's and W's because my first and second language does not, it only has V's, right? So um, so I revert back to it. But anyways, Divine Witness. You are both the observer and the miracle. Oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time. And that message feels incredibly powerful, you guys. Sometimes we spend so much time waiting for miracles that we forget we are already living one. Um, you're not only witnessing transformation, you're truly becoming it. And that is powerful. That is amazing. So I went to the Just Be deck, which serves pretty much as a little action cards, So what I got was just be colorful. Let your true colors shine boldly. Embrace every shade of who you are. Your vibrance brings joy and inspiration to the world around you. How beautiful is that? And I really like that picture too. So in essence, let your true colors shine boldly, right? And it feels like a call to stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that you have outgrown. Um, Authenticity is becoming part of your manifestation process. And the more that you embrace who you truly are, the more aligned opportunities can find their way to you. I have to remember that for myself. That's a good message. Um, so, anyways, I went to the Universe Whispers deck for a little synchronicity card for you guys to watch for synchronicities because they're awesome. And what I got was the opossum, so awesome possum. And the message we have here from the awesome possum is a reminder to let go of fear, play dead when needed, and navigate challenges with quiet resilience. Honestly, play dead when needed. Um, Not every battle requires confrontation, and not every obstacle that you face requires any sort of force. Sometimes wisdom it comes through patience and observation, and honestly, strategic action. So look for those possums, you guys, and yeah, they're really cute. Actually, they're kind of an ugly cute. So, anyways, I went and I picked out some initial cards for you guys, and just to give it a little bit of confirmation. And as always, these may represent your initials or someone connected to you or to your situation, a place, a business, or they may serve simply as additional confirmation that this message was meant for you. And if your initial has not been pulled, don't fret, my pet. It's okay. It doesn't mean that this message isn't for you. Just don't force the story to fit. That's all. Um, so, anyways, the first card out, we got H for honor, M for momentum, melody. Melody comes to mind. Melody. Next one, we got W for wonder. Wanda? U for understand. Ursula. That's an odd. Well, it's not odd. I'm just saying it's not very common. R for recognition. Regina. Now that I got freaking Ursula and Regina, I'm thinking of Friends, and I should revisit that show. It always made me laugh. It brings up my vibe. So, anyways, L for laugh. Laura. Um, and another H for hope. And you know what? Double confirmation if your name is Hope. But anyways, overall, to sum up, this reading, it feels like destiny is quietly moving pieces into place, and a manifestation is approaching. You know what? And an awakening is unfolding for you. A portal is opening. And while the path forward may involve unexpected change, Spirit is encouraging you to trust that what is arriving is aligned with your highest good. So, anyways, I want to thank you for spending this time with me today. And if this message resonated with you, take it as a confirmation that the universe is still working behind the scenes, even when you cannot see the full picture. Um, but, anyways, I want to again extend my full gratitude for clicking on this video and listening to it. And if you are so inclined, please like, share, subscribe. It would help me keep going, just to know that I might be helping somebody out there, and that this is not all for nothing. I sometimes need a little bit of a push too. So either way, I am very grateful, and I hope you guys are having the most beautiful day or night out there, wherever you may be in this world. So until next time, my friends, take care of yourself and keep shining your beautiful light. Thank you. Bye bye.